Hello everyone. Today I am going to make another t-shirt design. Today I am going to make a t-shirt design like this. Think like a captain, act like a pirate. So this is the text for me. Now for starting the design process we need to do some research like what should we use as a vector for this kind of designs. So this is a captain pirate thing, that means something like a naval, some navy stuffs. So I was searching like on free pick, so I found this vector pack and this vector pack. These both of them are basically free to use, like free to download, so we can use them to make our designs. But for this kind of designs we should not like take them and use them as they are. We need to do some modifications. So for the modifications I am going to use something like this anchor here and this wheel here. Of course, Control C to copy, then I am pasting it here in this document. And then for representing the pirate or captain thing, I was thinking for using a vector like this one or maybe this one. So this is good. I'm taking that one. Now as you can see, this is a pre-made vector. So I want to use a something like to modify the design. So this is a captain cap, I think. So I need to use this as this on my skull. So I want to just represent the captain vibe and the pirate vibe at once. So when a skull is having something like a, okay, maybe I should use on this skull one, because this one is like without that bandana, something like that. So that is good, but I wanted to represent the theme of the captain and pirate in one design. So I'm placing it like this. I need to align them center-wise, just like this. Then it will look like the captain hat, but also I wanted to represent the pirate vibe here. So I'm going to use this vector also, but not the total vector here, just this. I think I don't know what it calls, so I'm going to use that one. So I'm pressing shift E for my eraser tool here. Now I don't need everything from this design, so I'm going to erase them just like this. I just need this part of the skull, so I'm going to make it bigger, my eraser tool. Then I'm going to erase this part, that is here, you can see. So this is the area I don't need, something like this, but that is too much. Okay, so this is good. Now if you want to just do it perfectly, take your pen tool, click on point here, then another point here. It will just follow the curve, then make a shape like this to hide those part. That is good. Now I'm clicking here and then clicking here to match the curve here like this. Then I'm ending that point there, then clicking here and then one point here, just to match the curve here. Now you can see it is following my curve. Now bring back these points like this. Now if we select everything here, then if we press shift M for shape builder, we can erase this part, like the part that we don't need, just like this. And that is really easy to do. But as you can see, I wanted to keep this part of this thing, but I forget, so don't worry, I'm just going to use it something like this. So here I'm going to use, okay, let's keep that one there, no problem. I'm just going to use my pencil tool here, maybe just draw a shape like this, because it was something here already. So just like this it is going to, okay, this should be a bit thicker because the other part is thicker than this one. Okay, something like this. So as you can see, this is looking good. Now I am selecting them, basically everything. Then if I make them black, it is good for me. Now I need to make this skull and the eye. I don't know what that calls. Okay, that calls eye patch. This is just good to know the name. So eye patch. So I'm selecting the eye patch and the skull. Then I'm going to make it unite because I want it to act like one shape. And then for the this part here, I'm going to simply select my skull here. Then taking my eraser tool to erase everything that is like going inside the cap area, something like this. That is good for me. And of course this one. So as you can see, I just get a cap on my skull. Now selecting everything again, making them a group, uniting them, that becomes one single shape. So it is easier for me to now modify them. So that's good. Let's use this bone here because that's something represent the pirate kind of thing, something like in this area. Select them, align them center wise. That is good. Now I want to, okay, let's make that also the part of my design, but in this area here I want to make a transparency. So I'm selecting my skull vector path and then go to offset path, make it 10 pixel or whatever feels good for you. I'm making it 10 pixel. That's good. Cut. Now selecting this one here, the bones. Then if I open the transparency, press Ctrl F, it will paste it like this. So most of the time I get the question like it is not working when pasting. So when you are pasting inside transparency, you must paste in Ctrl F or Ctrl B. That means paste in front or paste in back, not a regular paste Ctrl V. So when you are pasting in front or back, it is going to keep it just where it was. So it is going to fit perfectly like this. Now I want to hide this lower part of the bones. So let's merge it and unite. It is going to make it a complete one shape, and then that part is hidden from the area. So I'm selecting my bones, making that also black. That is good. I'm selecting them together like this. That is good also. So this is the final graphic for me. Now I wanted to use these elements. Okay, let's first make them a group so that I don't lose their position. Just like this. Then I'm making it a bit bigger like this. That is good for me. Selecting them both, aligning them in the center position just like this. Now I am selecting my this. Okay, maybe I can bring that a bit down so that the top of the wheel is visible a little. So I'm selecting my skull vector group, go to object, path, and then offset path. Of course, make that same 10 pixel. That's good. Cut. Now I am selecting my this wheel vector, and then if I open the transparency for it, press Ctrl F. You can see Ctrl F is the thing you should do here. If you are doing anything else, your design is not going to work. So in Pathfinder, make it merge unite to make them complete one single shape, as you can see here. So if I click here, I can come out from the transparency, and this is the center graphic for me. Let's make them a group. I am keeping everything in a group so that I don't lose their position. That is good. Now in one of the bundle, I don't need this one. I downloaded that for this video also. So I'm going to use this ribbon here. This ribbon, I really like it. So pasting something like this one for the area. I'm going to use it something like this because I wanted to make a that basically I liked the style of the ribbon, like something hand drawn. That is good. Okay, so now for this position my design is going to destroy that effect I created, so that's not a problem. Now for the ribbon here, I want this part, top part of the cap should be on top of my ribbon, so maybe a bit up like this, but this bottom part of the ribbon I am going to keep it in front of my this cap. So let's do that. Selecting the ribbon, then go to path, offset path, same 10 pixel, cut. Now I am selecting this group, this total vector group, open the transparency, press Ctrl F. It is going to look like this. As you can see, this cut area. So if I make it merge unite, it is going to hide everything, but as you can see it is not complete black, so that's why we can see the things in the background. So make it complete black first, and when it is complete black, I wanted to keep this part on top of the ribbon, so I am selecting this vector. If I open the transparency panel, you can see the ribbon inside it. So if I select it, press shift E for eraser tool, now erase this part. So when we are erasing it like this, okay, this is may not looking very good, but we will fix that later. So I am going to select this group here like this. Okay, I want to select the cap only, not the entire group, so I need to select this one, this cap only. Okay, as we just make them a group, so they are all one element now. Now I'm going to offset path, same 10 pixel cut. Now I need to select this ribbon group, ribbon, and then open the transparency, press Ctrl F, and you can see it is destroying this part, but don't worry about that, we don't need this part. So I'm pressing shift E for eraser tool, so that I can remove everything that I don't need. Everything, I just need this part to be here, just like this, like this. So as you can see, I don't need this part also, not even this part. I just only need this small part that is overlapping my ribbon. So if I select it like this, Ctrl C to keep a copy. Now if I click like this, it is going to look like this. I'm pressing Ctrl F to paste in front that copy I copied from the transparency. I'm keeping this here. Let's change the color so that we can see. Now for this area here, as this part is not looking very good, so I want to simply click on this group, and inside the transparency of it we will find the layers that is looking like this. Now okay, before that I need to take this one, this red shape that I just created, Ctrl C to copy, sorry, Ctrl X to cut. Now if I select this group here, this is skull group, inside the transparency you can see this area is not looking very good. So the fastest step is I am going to take my pen tool, make a random shape that is matching with the area, just to hide this part. Now here I am going to make it black, so that is good, I think, no problem. But as the we created the effect here that is overlapping the cap, my ribbon, that is not visible. So press Ctrl F to paste in that red shape we created. So you can see that red shape is here right now. Now I need to select this one, the shape we just created with pen tool and the red shape. Then if I press shift M, it is going to give me this shape builder. Now press alt and erase this part, that we don't want, and that is going to keep that shape there and also hiding the area that is overlapping the transparency here. So make sure everything is black, that is good. This may look like something confusing, but you need to follow the proper steps to see, to get the final result like this. That is good. Now for this area here I am going to use this same ribbon effect here, just like this, maybe just overlapping with my bones. So that is good. Let's make them a group, Ctrl G, then select them all and align them centerwise. So this is the center point. If I bring that up like this, maybe a little bit up, little more up, so something like this, this is good. Now if I open the transparency, I will find that we pasted inside the ribbon. So this time my ribbon is selected, go to object, path, and then offset path again. So that's it, paste it, cut. Now select this group here, open the transparency, press Ctrl F to paste in front. Now go to pathfinder, merge unite to make it a complete single shape. Now this shape must be complete black, so that is good. Now as you can see, this is how it is looking right now, but I need to make sure that everything is complete black here. So I'm making them black, and when something is black and you are creating its offset path, it is going to also be black. So this is how it is looking right now. I am now, for this kind of designs, it is important to, I am focusing on my graphic, not my text. So the text will just follow the design, but the main focus point is the main graphic here. as we create the pirate theme with the captain, something like that. That is good for us. Now let's create our text here. So for this captain text, I'm going to use something like, I don't know, Norwester. That's a good font, something like this, but it should be like fitting inside the area of my ribbon. So I'm breaking the font here because I don't need that to act like a font. Go to effect, wrap, and then arc. Not of course that much arc, just a tiny bit, 10%. And then I need to fit this inside my ribbon area, otherwise it is not going to look very good. Now not every time you are going to just place them and it is going to perfectly fit, so I need to do some changes here. If I turn on the arc effect again, I can just make it increase or decrease the size of the arc, just like this. That is, I think this is looking like this. So if I just move them like this just a bit in the corner, select them all, then click on this icon here, horizontal distribute space, it is going to distribute the space. But as we didn't expanded the effect here, you can see the effect is already active here. So for this effect here, I'm going to bring that a bit right like this, just to follow the curve. Now if I make it a little curve this time, not 20%, maybe 15%, so that is good, just to follow the arc here. Now this is how it is looking right now, don't worry. I'm going to maybe a bit left, that's good. Okay, so something like this. Let's expand it. Now I don't need that effect. Now I'm going to create a offset path for my text, of course, to just fill it with the, just like this, cut. Now select this one, this ribbon or whatever the group is, inside the transparency, press Ctrl F. It is going to cut this area and make it cut out effect here, just like this. So that is a good part. The text is following with that, that is good. Now think like a, I'm going to use my geared slab I use because I like this font, and for this kind of designs this font looks really good. So I'm going to use a ellipse here because I just want to follow the curve here, just like this. So maybe something like in a bit middle way, I think that is good. Now I'm selecting the text here, cut, then go to type 1 path tool, click on this area and then press Ctrl V. So it is going to paste it just on the path that we just created. So I'm going to take this one in this side. Okay, that is a bit tricky to do. Now for this part I'm going to make it in this side, and then I'm going to align them centerwise. If I make it bigger like this, it is just going to, okay, I need to just make it smaller, not bigger, because it should not be bigger than my captain text. So something like this, maybe a bit leftward. So I think that area is good. I can just bring that a bit down too. So just to fill the area there, we are just trying to keep something. Okay, so that is good. Think like a captain, act like a. So for this act like a, I'm going to make it northwester, because this one I'm going to follow in my, use in my ribbon here, just like this. Let's break it, make it bigger so that it fits in the design area, just like this. Now I'm going to arc it in this direction, in this lower direction. So I'm keeping that aligned with top. Now if I make it arc, this time we will go minus front, minus 15 degree, because last time we go plus 15 degree. That is good. This is a bit bigger, maybe just like this, a bit smaller in size. That is good. Okay, that is, I think that's good. You don't need to overthink about it. So that is good. I am going to create an offset path for it, then cut, selecting this group again. Okay, this ribbon is now being selected inside the transparency, press Ctrl F. it is going to paste this shape. It is not important, but you can see this area is looking good. It is making the text easily readable, so that's a good thing. Now I don't like this one. Okay, so for this text I'm going to use this again, this get slab, of course in this bold all caps style. I'm going to make it bigger, and of course aligning with the wide of my design here, just like this. So this much is good for me, I think. Now if I select the double click to select the text individually, I can make them basically bigger, just this two part of the text, just like this. That is giving it a feel. That's good. Okay, I think I need the text again, think like a, so that is good. Paste it here, something like this. Now I'm going to use the same gear select font, bolder. Then for this one here I'm going to make it, break it like the main wide of our design, just like this. Then go to just effect. Okay, I don't think this is going to look good because this captain text is my first focus word. So if I make this one bigger, that is just going to make this text less important. So I'm going to just create some random lines here. Okay, that's not a problem. I get another idea. So I am just using this one here, and I wanted to use this sword here because a pirate design is incomplete without a sword. So I'm making it black. Now for this one here I'm going to just place it in this area so that it is just filling the gap here. I'm not doing anything fancy here, just filling the gap. Make a copy, transform, reflect. Okay, so this is the point. I think these two should stay in the same direction, same position, so I'm aligning them center wise. That is good. Maybe a bit, okay, maybe we can just bring them a bit close to the ribbon area here. That is good. Then I can simply make it a bit smaller, that text. Go to effect, wrap, and then arc. Of course not minus, plus, just a little bit, 10% is good, just to follow the curve. So that is looking good, I think. Expand it. So this is the final text for me, design for me, guys. Now I want to select this ribbon and this main graphic group here. Go to object, path, and then offset path. Make the 10 pixel wide offset path, cut it, selecting this pirate text. Open the transparency, then go to press Ctrl F to paste in front. So this is how it is looking right now. We need to merge and unite to make it a complete single shape. And as you can see, this is how it is looking right now. So if we just bring this down like this, that is good. Now this area is not looking very good for me because it is looking like some empty space. So I'm going to use one of this sword here just to fill the curve, like make the design the wide similar, because as I told already that a pirate design is incomplete without a sword. So transform, reflect. Okay, now if I select these two sword here, align them together. Now maybe just I need to do it manually because perfection is always in the eyes. So something like this, align them together, and now this area is looking like something, the white is matching with the design. Or maybe I don't know if I will do that. Cut. Now making this a bit bigger just to fill the area. Then if I paste it, Ctrl F, paste it again like this. Okay, so let's cut them again. So I'm going to make it really big because I don't wanted to do this. I wanted to keep my captain text as the main focus, but sometimes we need to make changes in our plans because it is important to match the proportion, but also this is also important to make it eye-catching design. Like you can see now it is looking like the same white of the design, but before it was looking like narrow in the top and wide in the bottom, so that is not something I like. So something like this. Now this is the final position of my graphic here. I wanted to use this one also and I didn't, so that's not a problem. Let's remove that. That's the easiest way. Now for this one here, these two sword here, I'm going to go to path, offset path, 10 pixel, cut, selecting this group, inside the transparency press Ctrl F, merge, unite, and that is going to make it complete single shape. So that is good. Okay guys, so this is the final design for today. I hope you will learn some new tricks about transparency from this, and let me know in the comment section if you have any problem. I am not getting enough time to respond everyone's comment, but try posting in our group. I hope someone else will of course solve your issue and you can get your problem solved by time. Problem solved. So join our group and post there. It will be helpful for us and for you also to get suggestion soon. So that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Keep supporting me. I will keep making new videos. Thank you, and of course subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video guys. Have a great time.